How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Red Vibe and welcome back to the Charlton Athletic career mode. Today, let's take a quick look and admire Chukwuemeka and his recent form, leaving him top of the top scorers chart with those 6 goals, 2 ahead of the second placed Akins, or Akins. How does one pronounce that name? I'm not sure. If Chukwuemeka can continue the kind of form up front, Lyle who? You know what I mean? We're going to be laughing in League One. That leaves us top of the table right now. Wigan Athletic breathing down our necks. And yeah, we have won all 4 of our games so far in no small part due to Chukwuemeka's form and his attacking presence up front. But a large number of players playing very well, which is hugely positive for us. Let's have a look at who we've got today in the calendar. Now, I think if I go to the weekly schedule and press R1, I don't know if there's a quick way of getting to the calendar, but certainly that's how we're going to do it right now. We have today Shrewsbury Town, I believe that is, followed by Northampton, followed by Crewe Alexandra, and that will round off the month of August. A fairly busy August, I think it has to be said, but we can actually change the recovery and rest days in this screen, which for now I won't do because it seems to be working all right for me so far, to be honest. But it's good to know that we can do that in the future. Now, guys, before we get into the video, just want to let you know that I have actually enabled memberships on the channel. So you can actually now click join next to the subscribe button, and there's 2 different options that you can pick. You can become an early bird member of the channel, where you'll get every single episode of the Charlton career mode and every other video that I ever put up on the channel. You'll get that 1 hour before everybody else. You'll also be able to take part in exclusive polls deciding which clubs I go for in the next Clubs in Trouble episode. I know you guys haven't seen that series yet, but I promise you, I know I've been talking about it for a long time, but it's coming very soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to go for the Vibe Gang membership, that is $3.99, and you'll be able to get access to all of those perks as well. Plus, you'll be invited to the private Discord Red Vibe chat, and you'll also be able to have your name in videos as well. At the end of videos, your name will appear just to say thank you for your support on the channel. It's been going so well at the beginning of FIFA 21. Your engagement on the Charlton series has been amazing, and I'm looking forward to making a lot more videos. But enough of the mumbo jumbo. Let's get into our first game here against Shrewsbury. Now, I wonder where Shrewsbury are in the league. Shrewsbury were a force back the last time we were in League One. Probably the season before we got promoted, because I remember we got knocked out of the playoffs by them in the season before we got promoted to the Championship. And I don't know really, I haven't been keeping much of tabs on them to see how they've been doing. We can certainly check how they have been doing this season so far if we quickly have a look at the league before heading into this game. I'm going to say they're going to be like mid to low table. They're actually doing all right, to be fair. They've won 2 and lost 2. So a fairly decent start for Shrewsbury. They're 10th in the table, so not a team to be messed around with for sure. You can see here, Altria, we've actually, just before this episode, I actually started rolling and recording for this episode. I just quickly went to the squad hub, changed a few players' development plans around to get the best out of them for the, in the long term. And I also put a couple of the youngsters on the loan list as well. One of those being Altria, who comes to me and thanks me for giving him the opportunity to be loaned out. I actually just don't know whether I'm even going to bother selling him. Like, I might just let his contract expire because he's not going to be worth basically anything at this point. He is 20 years old. He's got a potential to be like a League 2, League 1 player in this game for sure. But for now, enough of all that. We'll get into this first game against Shrewsbury. Ooh, for once, we actually are looking a little bit more tired than our opponent. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but it might be an opportunity to just make 1 or 2 little tweaks and rotations in order to make sure that we're up for this fight, fatigue-wise, against Shrewsbury. So let's have a little fiddle around with the squad. So after his super sub heroics in the last game, we are going to give the first start of the season to Kaufman, and we're also going to start Elliot. I think his name's Elliot Gomez. In fact, let me double check that and let you guys also see exactly what his name is. Does it not tell us on this screen what his full name is somewhere? I don't know. He's got the flair trait, which is good. I'm just really quickly, before we go into this game, going to back out because I really don't want to keep calling this guy Elliot Gomez if his name's not actually Elliot Gomez. Do you know what I mean? Is there a way we can see it here? Let me find out how we can see his full name. Literally, it just says Elliot even in the squad hub. If we even move to different tabs, it just says Elliot. I'm pretty sure his name's Elliot Gomez. We'll just refer to him as Elliot for now. Hang on, if I edit players, Can we see what his full name is? Wait. Wait, can we do this? Can we do this? Okay, let's go down to Elliot, select. Can we see his full name here? Yes, okay. Interesting that it takes that to see what his name is. His name is Elliot Gomez Lopez. So I think, yeah, Elliot Gomez is what he is known by. We're not actually going to obviously edit any of our players at all during this career mode series, but a good way to see what his actual full name was. Okay, we're actually going to make off. It's a first here for this series. We're actually going to start the game from the first whistle rather than jumping into the sim and then jumping in when the boys maybe need rescuing. So yeah, the first time now we're actually going to begin a game. Hopefully it goes well for us. Here we are. Oh, look at those Shrewsbury coloured goals. Is that their actual stadium? That looks awfully like how I remember Shrewsbury Stadium. It really does look like Shrewsbury Stadium, man. Do they have their stadium in this game and the Valley still has never been in FIFA? Anyway, here we are. All of the Shrewsbury fans out in numbers. It's so nice to see that. I mean, it's a bit cruel to see it considering like for months and months now we've had no fans at football, which by the way, guys, this is a completely different, separate issue, but I think that fans, man, they need to get back into games in small numbers. Like 1,000 fans at a 26,000 capacity stadium is going to be completely manageable, and Charlton put on a really good show actually recently. I was sort of part of it on the day with the big screen. Yeah, well, let me know what you think about that down in the comments. Do you think we should be letting fans back into the stadiums? I think the overwhelming majority of people think that we should be. Anyway, moving on to this game. I don't know why I just spoke about that. Look at that Shrewsbury lineup. You've got Udo, Veya, Norburn, some decent players in that starting 11. Didn't quite get a full ability to digest the subs and all the rest of it. But moving on to your Charlton 11 today, we have a couple little tweaks as we already briefly spoke about. Oh, I actually haven't made the tweaks in this one. That's annoying. It's not the end of the world. For some reason, I think because when we backed out, it obviously didn't save our changes. So we've gone with the same old 11. It just means that we're going to have to make some subs, maybe like at 60 minutes. As it stands, we're going in with the same 11 we have for the rest of the games, and all of these boys on form, so it does bode well for us. No, Gilby. There's already a mistake from Alex Gilby. Oh, it's a good little spread ball over here to Daniels on the right. Ben Purrington keeping his position nicely. The ball comes in. Oh, we actually lose out with the header, and the shot comes in, but just wide of Phillips' goal. I'd be surprised if that was far away. It wasn't, I don't think, at all. How did he miss that header? And that was actually very close. The first chance of the game falling to Shrewsbury, but luckily for us, they don't bury it. Now, these lot seem to be playing with a very high midfield, because it seems like it's going to be a job to actually get the ball out from the back. We're going to have to be very patient with it. Chucksanike with that run. I've got to remember this guy has 60 pace, not like Taylor with his like 80-odd pace that we've been used to in the last couple of career modes. Oztumer, oh, look at this tricky little man. Oh, I thought he was going to do like a bit of a Lionel Messi there and just like dribble through 3-4 players to get his shot off. Not quite, although it's a foul. Oztumer gathers the loose ball. It's Johnny Williams finding Chucksanike up top. He continues his run, Williams. It's very well timed, and he's going to... Oh, he's taken on his man. It's another little dummy. It's Chucksanike just in the box. He tries the finesse shot, and it's not very well executed in the end from the man in form. That time, it doesn't hit the back of the net, surprisingly, and actually it's a pretty poor effort.
Well, that's a super ball over the top.
Oh, look, Udo's in here. I wasn't really concentrating. Oh, my God, and Udo's actually opened the scoring for Shrewsbury. I was kind of half concentrating on my OBS stuff. You know what? No excuses. I wasn't concentrating. It's my own fault. They've got him behind. Who's to say that if I was concentrating, Udo's pace and finish there wouldn't have undone me anyway. That is terrible positioning from Naruse. I don't know if it was though. Was it just a good run? I'm not sure. All I know is that he was in an awful lot of space there and not too good defensively in my opinion. So we are currently behind against Shrewsbury. Could we be seeing our first points dropped of the season? Hope not. Naruse finds a very powerful but accurate ball up to eventually Anike, eventually Forstakaski, and eventually Williams. Shoot Williams, he's been working on that finishing. I wasn't confident when I pressed the shot button that he would finish that, but his finishing is up to 60 now, which is still average for a left winger, but hopefully that'll improve a little bit more as time goes on. But we do win the corner for it. Oh, Chucksanike leapt doesn't manage to get the ball on target or really win the header at all. Pearce, though, keeping the attack alive. Williams, been very lively in the opening few minutes. Oztumer loses out, but only as far as Charlton shirt. Crowley's turn was loose and away from Shrewsbury. Look at this pace up the left-hand side. We are being exposed up this left-hand side. And I think the attacking right-back development plan for Naruse is getting a bit to his head because he's been quite out of position a fair few times. Naruse is not a slow player by any means, but he seems to be getting absolutely done up that right-hand side every time. Here we go, though. It's Forster-Kaski looking to release. I think this is Oztumer with a brilliantly timed ball. Crowley's busting a gut to get there. Good block. Oztumer inside. It's Forster-Kaski that I wasn't meant to do that piece of skill. It's Chucksanike with his left foot. Oh, it goes wide. I thought he might take that with his right foot, but he just didn't quite set himself to be able to, and it eventually falls on his left and wide of the goal. Come on, boys. Oh, look, I've rushed Naruse out. Again, that was my fault that time. And he is out of position again, and it is Udo again down the left of Shrewsbury's attack, where they're getting a lot of joy. The ball scooped in. They're going to get the head on it as well. Luckily for us, wasn't a very good header. Phillips, quick, up, release. And we do retain possession, but Shrewsbury, a difficult team to break down, I think. Crowley. Ooh, almost went for the return ball, but I saw flashes of checking his pace and seeing that 69, which is not good enough. Forster-Kaski, though, through to Anike. Get your 7th goal of the season, Chucks. Oh, it's a good save. And I think, did they give offside to Oztumer? He didn't touch it. I think they just gave offside to Oztumer, didn't they? They've given offside to Oztumer despite the fact he didn't touch it. Should have been a corner. We've been robbed of a corner there. Alright, we've picked up a bit of a loose ball there. They're having a lot of joy down the wings. Oh, it's a good challenge. Cummings to Norburn. Back heel to Veya. Oh, it's Udo again. And Udo has doubled the lead for Shrewsbury. Maybe it really has cost us to play a few of these semi-tired players. Ultimately, though, Udo is running us ragged down the Shrewsbury left-hand side. He's posing for the players, saying, look what I can do for your team this season, chaps. And ladies, of course. But we just couldn't get a foot in, and I'm sorry, but he cannot afford to be getting that much space. Naruse, I'm thinking about taking him off. He's not performing defensively for us in this game, the new young Japanese right back. Naruse, this time he's a bit closer to Udo, but oh, fantastic recovery tackle from Naruse. He's been caught out twice, but his head hasn't gone, luckily for us. Crowley, it looks like whoever this left back is for Shrewsbury, Crowley is slightly faster. It's a good dummy. I'm still getting used to the ability to cross in this game. FIFA 20 was a horrible game for crossing. Hang on, hold that thought. It's Ben Purrington! Please, somebody put the ball in the back of the bloody net. It's Ben Purrington this time. Yeah, the commentator just said in my ears, you cannot keep wasting chances like this. We could have put 3 past the Shrewsbury keeper at this rate, but we just haven't been clinical. Deji Oshilaja finds Jason Pearce. No look, you need to come and collect the ball, you lot. Honestly. Oztumer. Can we get one before half-time? I highly doubt it. Although, apparently, I was going to say the ref's going to play a little bit longer than maybe he should. But the whistle does go in the end, and we are losing 2-0. And I'm going to have to make some changes here because they are rinsing us on the counter-attack. And our strikers are not firing. Let's see what we can do. So I've made a double substitution at the break there. I've brought on Kaufman up front after his substitute heroics last time. I've also brought on Elliot Gomez on the left wing. Just flashing back to that finish that he made for us in one of the games that we played recently, where he just beat the defender and then put it in with his left foot. And this is what he can do. It looks like he can get past his man. I'm actually going to whack that in. That's a good cross, actually. Oh, Kaufman leapt, but Sarkic, the keeper, collects it. Good signs, though, from Elliot. I think the key against Shrewsbury is to not dive into challenges, to just back off a little bit, let them play. I say that. Naruse's been done again. He is planted to the floor there. Purrington... Good job that was a floated ball because, oh my god, again Shrewsbury looking good going forward, and they've won a corner. I cannot let them get the next goal. Next goal is so vital. Phillips, you need to get this away. Well played. Cummings inside. Naruse. Oh, he's been done. Oh, eventually we've done enough, just sort of physicality-wise, to get the ball back. And Crowley plays a nice ball up to Kaufman. We're waiting for Oztumer to make a run. Oztumer does make a run. Oztumer in the box. Oh, Sears comes across and clears and manages to clear the ball for Shrewsbury. Veya.
Thanks very much as always.
Daniels. Down the right-hand side, little back heel to Sears. Back to Daniels. Cross comes in, it's going to be a third. Oh my God, Ado was so due a hat-trick there. And his volley, he just got it all wrong from that close. And we are so lucky. Can you... maybe I need to get involved in custom tactics and mark this man. He's been everywhere. Offside. How's that not offside? Ado, down the left again. Naruse needs to get close to him. Does. Forces him to turn, but he's been done again, Naruse. He's had such a difficult match against this very, very good winger, it seems, in Ado. Pearce, though, initiating an attack for Charlton. Kaufman, we've changed the formation, and Crowley's poked it to Kaufman. Kaufman, taking it into the box. He's still in the box, but the defender's keeping up with him. He turns, he finesses. Oh, and he's buried it. I thought that had gone wide, but the number 16 manages to give Charlton a lifeline, and he's doing... Oh, he's paying tribute to Sebo. Sebo, who he lost to COVID. The worm is done for you officially in the Charlton career mode, my friend. And Kaufman, not a real Charlton player in real life, but the signing is the one who delivers the goal and the worm celebration for Charlton to get us back into this game, hopefully. And yeah, it's a nice little tidy finish there, and he's done more than Chucks has this game in less time as well. I mean, I'm not criticising Chucks. He's bagged 6 goals in 3 games, to be fair to him. Well, 4 after this. But Kaufman on hot form as well. Oztumer. He's going to release Kaufman again, and Kaufman's pace is enough to get past and beyond the Shrewsbury line. He's got his left foot around the ball and into the back of the net, and the number 16 is a fantastic signing, it seems. A double, another brace as a substitute player. In such a short space of time, Kaufman is such a force. What a signing he's been for us. I mean, it wasn't the best finish, as in it wasn't like in the corner or anything, but I think he's on his weaker foot. And he does beat the goalkeeper, so what more do you want? He's equalised for us, and Kaufman, the man of the moment here, with his 4th goal of the league in the league so far. Bearing in mind, all 4 of those goals have come when he's come off the bench. This guy could be special. And we change him from a 4-3-3 to this narrow attacking formation. Seems to have done a lot of good for Charlton. Pearce, though, it seems is like potentially in midfield. Is Pearce in midfield right now? Pearce has gone to centre defensive midfield and Gilby's at centre back. I was wondering why he was so far forward. That doesn't make any sense. That is probably fine how it is there. No, we'll drop Crowley in there and have Elliott up front with Kaufman. I wasn't aware that that had happened when I pressed these sort of quick tactics, but we fixed it now. I mean, it didn't matter anyway, because even with that sort of strange lineup that it changed to, we still managed to get the 2 goals. So it shows you how important shape is and formation is in this game, and how it can change a game. As we continue to break forward here. Oh, he's off. Oh, he's gone for Elliott. Elliott with a dummy inside. Elliott's left foot now. Oh my God, it's blocked. Unlucky. Uh-oh. Shrewsbury with a chance. Daniels, hold your ground. I think that's Pearce there. Oshilaja gets his head on it. Let's break. It's our time to be the counter-attacking force. Gilby, little lofted ball from Elliott. Can we get on the end of this? Please get there first. I think that's Crowley on trying to chase it. But Pierre knocks it back to the keeper. Oh, a mistake from the keeper. Elliott, shoot! Oh, it's a good save. Elliott actually got that nice, from the distance out he got that nice low drilled, and he had to get the early shot off there. Fortunately for the keeper, he was able to make the recovery save from the initial mistake. Naruse, who we have kept on. I don't want to knock his confidence by subbing him off despite having a very difficult game here. Crowley, we're working it. Gilby. Oh, we tried the back heel, didn't work. Still though, Charlton with the ball. Oh, tackled. Good stuff by Shrewsbury there. And we are not too worried about anything that Shrewsbury are doing right now. We seem to be defending a lot more solidly in general. Kaufman through to Elliott. Go on, Elliott. Oh, it's Crowley, sorry. Crowley's left foot. And we managed to get surely the winner in the 87th minute. And the players of Shrewsbury, look at that, fall to the floor. They are gutted. Charlton have completed the turnaround at Shrewsbury's home place. What a performance, what character from these Charlton boys. And I think it makes a massive difference. This game has shown me it makes such a massive difference to play players that are fit and sharp in this game. Completing the turnaround for Charlton. I mean, there's still some time to play, but completing this turnaround for Charlton so far is Crowley, the new signing, the number 17, playing a bit more centrally in this particular game. And I think that's his first or second goal for us. Let's find out if it changes it. Yeah, first goal in the league for sure. And yeah, Crowley off the mark in the league at least. And what a goal and what a time to score it. I think we just need to keep possession here. Although, it looks like we've got another chance here. And do you know what? I'm playing it safe. I'm going to the corner flag. I'm keeping possession. It's Ben Purrington. We're gonna do the classic corner flag routine. Oh, we've been dispossessed, but we have won the foul. Well played, Ben Purrington. He's drawn the foul from the Shrewsbury player. And it looks like if we can play this short to Oztuma, not ideally who you want to be sort of shielding the ball, but it looks like we will get the victory here. Some players making themselves available for us, and I think that should be it now. Can we get another goal? It's worth a pop if we can work the space here, and it's going to be... Oh, I thought that had gone in. And I think that was Kaufman looking for the hat-trick there, was it, potentially? Yeah, I think it was. Just goes wide off of his left foot there, but guys, what a turnaround and what a game that was in general in this career mode. Yeah, fantastic stuff from the boys. Naruse happy to see Charlton and the attacking players manage to recover such a terrible first half and a terrible start for the Addicts in this game. Shrewsbury were so dangerous in the first half with those two wingers on the left and right for them. We were just unbelievably... They were finding a lot of space for one thing, but they were also just converting the chances and just looking a threat for Shrewsbury. But yeah, we've turned it around. Kaufman, 2 goals again off the bench and 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes there, with Crowley rounding things off. The 2 new signings actually proving that they are worth every penny we spent on them, and getting Charlton the 3 points in the league for 5 out of 5 and a perfect record so far in the league. Brilliant stuff. Let's have a look at the player ratings. And yeah, Gilby, I think potentially because he went to centre-back, drops off to a 5.9. Everyone else, they're doing all right. Very surprised to see Naruse with a 6.9. Don't know if I'm being too harsh on the kid, but for me, he was at fault for giving the wingers such space. And who was it again? It was, yeah, Udo. Look at that 8.8 rating for Udo, and Daniels as well. Very dangerous for them. The keeper for Shrewsbury as well had a good game, but Kaufman, that man, a 9.3 overall for him, and it's not again showing me who the man of the match was, but again, surely it's Kaufman. And whew, I've got a bit of a headache now with Kaufman and Anike in such incredible form. But let's go to the post-match interview, and yeah, what a result there. Oh, I've said that we had to control games better, and that is the very first thing that I've said in a press conference that has ever so slightly had a negative effect on the team morale. Ultimately, though, the team morale is still very happy, still up there, and the player that they focused in on once again was Kaufman, who we answered an individual question about. We gave a positive answer, and his confidence is through the roof. Oh, look at this as well. Crowley, presumably because he's on such good form, ready to make that switch to right winger. Now, here's something interesting. Crowley, I believe right now, can play right mid, centre mid and centre attacking midfield. So here we're going to find out whether we can have 4 total positions for a player, because I have a feeling maybe the limit is 3. We definitely want him as a right winger first and foremost, so we'll change the position. We've pressed triangle, and what should we specifically zone in on? We need that sprint speed and that finishing up, so I think probably we'll go for an inverted winger. Yeah, I think we'll definitely go for an inverted winger for him, and it looks like it will take him 12 weeks to achieve it, but we do need those particular stats up, so I'm all for it. Once those do go up in 12 weeks, you're probably looking at a bigger growth than any of the other options. So what I want to go and do now is go back into the squad hub, go and look at Crowley, and then have a look if he's got all 4 positions as available. Yes, he has. Wow. I wonder if you could add a 5th. I think surely 4 has got to be the maximum amount of positions that someone can play. So he can now play right wing, right mid, CAM and CM. Brilliantly versatile player for us, but the good thing now is that his main position is now a right winger, and he won't have that exclamation mark, and he won't be able to suffer by being played sort of out of position. So that's very, very good. Now, Dylan Phillips, sort of ironically contradicting the real life situation here, has come to me and said, Gaffer, it's been going really well for us recently, yada yada, I want to renew my contract. He wants to know where he stands. Now, as of when I'm recording this video, Dylan Phillips has not left the club. That may change. If it does, we'll sell him in the next transfer window. For now, though, I'm going to say let's look at that, because I absolutely would love to keep Dylan Phillips at the club. I think even getting promoted, Phillips could be our first choice in the Championship. If we do manage to make it there in our first, even second season in this career mode, Obviously, we're aiming to, and we're on course as well to get promoted in our first season. But yeah, let's go in and have contract talks with our star keeper, Dylan Phillips. Wow, okay, so I mean, here in the contract negotiations with Dylan Phillips, he wants a pay rise, but he doesn't want to extend the duration of his contract. Something which I didn't even know was possible. Surely he'll accept at least a 1-year extension. Okay, so he's fine with that. Let's see if we can get it over the line. That's a bit outrageous that that's what he's that's what he's asked for. Okay, so we've got Dylan Phillips on a £5,000 a week deal with a £5,000 signing bonus as well. I guess I've gone in a little bit generous with that, but he's accepted the contract and we have Dylan Phillips wrapped up now for at least another season beyond this. Kind of interesting, kind of cool that now players can ask for a new contract, but they don't necessarily have to actually renew their, or like increase the amount of time that their contract lasts for. So yeah, does that happen in real life? I don't know. Do people just go in and ask for a pay rise, but still just keep the same contract that they've, like the same contract duration that they've got? I don't know. Anyway, Carabao Cup action next up. Northampton, the League 2 side, I want to say. No, they got promoted actually, I think, last season. But anyway, Northampton, the opponents. We are away, but we will rotate the squad and we will simulate the game. So we've had to rotate quite a lot of players, almost every single player. We are going to give Amos a chance as well. But just going through this team, we've got Sarpong Wiredu out here on the right-hand side of defence. Doughty with a slight exclamation mark over him, even though he can play left back according to his positions on this game. He starts at left back. We've got Levitt who comes in for Stakaski, and Nike drops back to attacking midfield. Washington up top, Elliott and Williams either side of him. And yeah, a few players like Lapsley and Morgan make the bench today. Crowley as well, just in case we need that star quality off the bench. But that is how we're going to line up and go into this game. Let's start the sim, and once again, as always, we'll jump in if we need to. Wiredu playing very well out on the right-hand side. Let's go over to rating so you can see how the guys are performing. Apart from I might be blocking off. Yeah, I'm blocking off everybody below a Nike. Let's actually, if I do this, you guys can actually see. Oh no. Crap. Alright guys, this is going to seem like such a random cut, but unfortunately we've had a slight technical issue, and as a result we've missed 2 of the games. So the last like 25 minutes of recording, they didn't actually record properly. I know exactly what happened and it won't happen again, but luckily for us, the Shrewsbury game was very, very entertaining in itself as an episode, and we can just sort of treat these 2 games that the recording messed up for as like we quick simmed them or whatever. So going to the cup game against Northampton, we managed to win that 3-1. It was 1-0 on the sim, and then we managed to turn that round. I think it was goals from Connor Washington, Chucks and EK, and Alex Gilby for us in that one. And then we simmed the Crew Alexandra game. We managed to get a goal through Dan Crowley, and that was in response to a goal that Crew scored earlier on. So yeah, we managed to draw ourselves level in that Crew game. Crew 9th in the table, by the way. And of course, the Northampton game before that, that was a Carabao Cup game. So we are through to the next round. Imagine that will probably make the episode slightly shorter. And as I said, I know exactly what went wrong with the recording, so it won't happen again. So yes, good that we've picked up all the points. I'll show you exactly where we are in the league table as well. So if we go all the way back out here and go to the league table, it's currently in the EFL Trophy, which they've only got 3 teams in for because obviously they don't include the under-23s in this game. If we go into that and then just change the league to the EFL League 1, it's quite a slow menu, but if we go all the way up here to EFL League 1, you can see we are top of the table. We've dropped our first points with that 1-1 draw against Crew, who are down there in 9th place. They've won 2, drawn 3, and only lost 1. But we're still top, 16 points, 1 point ahead of Sunderland. We're looking nice and on course to achieve automatic promotion. But Wigan, Sunderland, even MK Dons, Oxford, Hull are all going to have something to say about that, I think, in the coming episodes. Lots and lots of football to play. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that extremely entertaining Shrewsbury game. Yeah, leave a like on the video for me if you have enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel, notifications turned on, of course, if you want to be notified and not let the videos just drift away in the sub box. But yeah, thanks so much for watching once again, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. See you later.